Whoa. Before the video starts, remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment in the section, let us know your thoughts of what's going on. Now back to your regular scheduled programming. Welcome to Straight from the Horse's Mouth, where we cut the BS and give you the truth all about sports. Once again, I am Bryce Olden, hosting with Bryce Davis.
What's good?
We're back at the building for another episode. Man, first off, how are you in this cold ass?
Bro, I'm ready. Like, let's just. I don't get how Bears can do it, bro.
Well, fur.
True. Yeah, we need it. I need like a month where it's just
just
bro.
don't shade. No shade 2025. Yeah, no shade November. You can just
I'm good with that.
You ever seen, what was that movie? God, Along Came Polly?
Yeah, Along Came Polly. Oh,
the basketball.
Yeah. Now I'm not just like Wolfman out here.
Yeah. No, you know what? So I know I've told the story before, not on air though. So I played on the AU team when I was younger. And we were practicing. And sometimes, if you ain't got enough players or whatever, or if the coaches feel like y'all ain't giving y'all effort, they'll get in. So so my dad, he was my head coach. He had some other coaches, and so they started going against us, right?
Right.
Simulation play and stuff like that. And one of the guys, he took his shirt off. Man, the amount of hair, dog,
on a teenager's body.
No, it was one of the
coaches.
Yeah, dog, like it was like
that's disgusting,
bro.
Yeah,
I refused to. I was like, nah, like
put your shirt back on.
Like we kept screwing up the play because nobody wanted to
nah,
like dog, like no clipper, nothing. You just out here just
laser hair removal, something.
You just out here just
shaggy carpet.
Yeah, dog. So but you can do that.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
But we don't got a month, maybe.
Hopefully,
maybe
by the end of this week, the warm air just kind of sweeps through the country.
Yeah,
that's what I'm hoping. Because we're also talking about snow on Wednesday now. I'm like, bro, I'm so tired.
I'm over it.
I'm so tired of it. I'm definitely. We all gotta move somewhere warm. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
We gotta,
what gets annoying me is people keep telling me about global warming, and I keep waiting for it to kick in. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone said global warming was supposed to be like hot and miserable. Right. They didn't talk about how it's going to be cold all the time too. Right. Apparently,
yeah, dog. Like where's our where's
I expected, I didn't expect the day after tomorrow, where the all of New York freezes over. Yeah, I didn't expect that.
Damn, that's a throwback. I ain't seen that. Damn, that's a throwback. Shit, we throwing all over. Yeah. Okay, probably tomorrow. But let's get into it.
Yep.
The theme of today is going to be a lot of people being tired of other people.
Yes.
Right? The Jets being tired of Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
The Heat being tired of Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. Baltimore being tired of Justin Tucker.
Bro, you can't be screwing up on and off the field, bro.
Facts.
Pick a struggle. You know what I'm saying?
Pick one lane.
Yeah, dog. So obviously, let's just get right into it.
Yeah.
Start with football. The Jets have informed Aaron Rodgers that he will no longer be their quarterback going forward, much to the surprise of absolutely nobody.
Yeah.
It appears that they kind of gave him an ultimatum that they kind of knew he wasn't going to take.
Yeah.
Which was, hey man, all this other extra stuff that you've been doing, whether it's the Pat McAfee show, the trip to Egypt and all this other stuff, it gotta be put into it. You gotta be here and committed. And if not, then here's your
walking papers.
Yeah. And when we kind of talked about this when Aaron Glenn
got hired,
that
the Sean Payton route. Yeah,
like it has to be my way or the highway. It's the only way that's going to succeed, especially with the dysfunction that the Jets have had.
Yeah,
pretty much since the end of the Rex Ryan era.
Yeah,
they've just kind of been It's funny. The Giants have been the standard bearers. They've won 2 Super Bowls. They've gone to 3 since 2000. And they've been as this prestigious organization with the Mara family. Then you got Woody Johnson over here with the Jets, where they just been a mess.
He's been bad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been real bad. I do think it was the right move. I think the question now becomes, what do you do at the quarterback position?
Right.
Because you can't. It's gonna be bad. We all know that. Like, there's no way Aaron Glenn comes in and it's like a winning season. I don't expect that. But you kind of have to figure out, okay, who's the quarterback for at least these next 2 years, and then maybe as the season goes along, or as if Aaron Glenn shows enough to stay around, what's the actual quarterback situation going to be? Because overall, I think the roster still is good.
It's a talented roster.
Yeah, like I think they can be a good team, but that position has to get solidified. I don't think they should do it through the draft. They haven't been good at it yet. So when someone's available, maybe go get them. But I think that's the big issue that the GM and Aaron Glenn have got to figure out.
Is this the last time we've seen it happen twice in the span of a couple of years, where a guy gets a desperate organization gives a guy a lot of power and it just goes south? It happened with my Broncos with Russell Wilson. It happened now with the New York Jets and Aaron Rodgers. Typically, we see this take place in the NBA.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But which makes more sense because technically, one guy
can affect.
On a 5 it's only 10 people on the floor. One guy can't actually affect the play. So like, hey, we'll capitulate a little bit.
Yeah.
But in the NFL, where various moving parts, a lot of things are out of your control.
Yep.
Do you think this will be the last time a team just gives power to somebody like that, a player?
I don't think so. I don't think when you've got a potential Hall of Famer coming in the building, because it hasn't worked twice. It did work once with Tampa Bay.
But I don't think they gave him that much power, though. Remember, he was butting heads with Bruce Arians.
True.
Now, he got Bruce Arians up out of there. True. Not about of being upstairs.
True. Yeah.
but like, they was, what I'm saying?
They were butting heads, true. But it still led to a Super Bowl.
Right.
For them. For y'all, it just didn't lead to much. So I still think it will happen when a guy comes in.
Hey, we went on a 7-game winning streak.
It's true.
It led to nothing.
But I think when a guy comes in, won a Super Bowls on a Hall of Fame trajectory, I think another desperate organization will kind of acquiesce. It's like, you know how to do it, we don't. I think that's the problem, right? Like, you've been there. You should be able to walk us through the process of being a better organization. And I think it's going to happen again.
I hope not.
I hope not.
I'm hearing rumblings that Matthew Stafford could be possibly on the market.
Yeah.
So he may be the next guy. He doesn't strike me as a guy who would abuse
no,
the system
Matthew
that way.
Stafford doesn't seem like an Aaron Rodgers or even a Russell Wilson in terms of ego. But you never know.
Yeah. Speaking of you never know, let's get Justin Tucker.
Yeah.
As reported by the Banner, Baltimore Banner.
Yep.
So anybody doesn't know, Justin Tucker over the last month or so has been accused of sexual misconduct.
Yeah.
By at least 16 women, massage therapists, kind of Deshaun Watson style.
Yeah.
Exposing himself, leaving
fluids
in places. You know what I'm saying? Just making them uncomfortable, essentially.
And apparently, allegedly, he's been banned from at least 2 parlors or two massage therapy clinics as well. Now,
it should be noted that Justin Tucker's denied all of these things.
Yeah.
And these things are not recent events. They took place. They pretty much started before we were in college, 2012, and concluded like our senior year of college, 2016. So these are the early part of his career, right?
Yeah.
So nothing within like the last half decade or anything.
Yeah.
But there's still allegations out there nonetheless.
Yep.
He's a kicker. Sports, you got to talk about it.
Yep.
Right? What's your thoughts on things that have taken place you've heard, you've read thus far?
Thus far, it's not looking good for Justin Tucker. The more women that come out, and none of them are suing, which is kind of the worst part about it. If they were suing, it'd be like, they're just doing this for money and whatever. Like, that's how the narrative will get spun.
Right.
Because none of them are suing, and there's like, this happened. It looks bad. Like, when no one's coming after you legally. Yeah,
they have, most of them have lawyered up. But they're exploring their options,
but none of them so far come at them legal. They're all just like, we all agree, like, in our profession, this is what happened with him. It does look bad. I would expect him to deny it. I don't know why anyone would.
Yeah, I did it. And I'll do it again.
I don't know anyone who would own up to that.
Yeah. That's a villain. Yo,
yes, a villain.
I want to meet somebody who goes, yeah,
that was me. I was doing that in massage parlor. I got banned from 5 of them. So what? I'll do it again. Oh, my God.
Right. I'll stop to their all.
I want to get banned from every massage therapist.
Hell no.
Nah. But it'll be interesting to see if and when this goes to a legal precedent, how it plays out. I expect him to settle, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I just get off my plate. I don't want to take this to legal battles.
Well, here's the thing. He's in a weird predicament because he's at the end of his career.
Yeah.
He's been struggling these past seasons. So regardless of how this plays out, there is a chance that, you know what, the production doesn't outweigh the controversy.
Yeah.
You got to go. So there's a possibility that whether he opts to settle or not, this could potentially be the end of Justin Tucker's time in the NFL. Fair or not.
Yeah.
That just kind of happens, right? You know, when you are at an elite level, right? Because he was on pace for, at this moment, he would be one of the kickers you'd be like, he's going to the Hall of Fame.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
But if him settling anything guilty-wise, that's probably done. That's out the window.
Yeah.
So I would say settling is bad at this point. You're at the point in your career where there's no upside to you settling. You got to fight this.
That's true.
You got to fight it because your legacy is on the line. They talked about it in the article. He's a family man, a devout Catholic. Very big in the Baltimore community. You know what I'm saying? A pillar in that community. So you can't really just settle and be like, I just want to move on with my career or whatever, because your career is pretty much winding down anyway.
True.
So if I'm Justin Tucker, I'm fighting it.
Yeah, I mean, he'll probably have to fight. Like I said, when you just describe like that, he'll probably have to fight it. I guess the problem becomes then how much of this becomes a media storm.
Right.
Because no matter what, his legacy is affected. But if people got to go on stand and describe everything that happened in detail and you lose, that's even worse.
The tough part about this is, so, I've gotten massages. Yeah. There's, at least I hope not. There shouldn't be no cameras in there.
Yeah, yeah.
There should be no cameras in there. I hope not. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not the reputable ones.
No, every massage I've gone, they better not be no damn cameras.
Like I said,
I bet I found I'm on some Diddy tape or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, the up and up ones. Like if you go to the back alley one, you never know.
The knock on the door.
Yeah.
What's the
password?
Yeah.
Might be some cameras.
Yeah. What's the password? Baby oil. So like essentially, the reason I say that's important is essentially it's a
he said
she said thing.
Yeah.
Right. So he may have a chance there, which is like, you can't prove this.
True.
Right? You can't prove it. He's denied saying he's been banned from any of them. I think the most recent one in the article, it said that he got a phone call from one of the massage parlors telling him he can't come back or whatever. But as far as he's never been banned from anything. He hasn't. So there's no actual
the
paperwork.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of ladies, which I understand, said they didn't want to report him, to their own businesses because of fear of just who he is and will they be believed or not or whatever. Mind you, again, the timeline is important because this is all pre-Me Too.
Yep.
Right. Again, we're talking 2012 to 2016.
Yeah.
Right. So I understand that the power dynamics.
This is right at the end. Like he stops doing this at the end of the Me Too movement, basically.
Or right. Is it the end or before?
Right at the beginning of it.
Yeah, the beginning of it. Right. So like.
Allegedly.
He must have saw them articles. Let me chill.
Yeah.
Let me chill.
Calm down.
Let me chill. Let me start. Not only chill. Let me start making 70-yard field goal just to throw people off the set.
Yeah.
Start
booming this joint. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm curious to see how this plays out, and I'm also curious to see how the media treats this. You mentioned that because, and I hate to be that guy, but typically, when a white guy does stuff, it's kind of downplayed a little bit or kicked under the rug. But when one of us does something,
hey, you're gonna find out about it.
It's raked. We get raked over the coals, and I'm not saying it's wrong because if you do dirt, you deserve to get raked over the coals, right? But it should be equal. The same level of vitriol that Deshaun Watson got, Just Tucker should get as well.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm curious to see how that's treated.
Yeah.
But. Obviously we're going to follow it and see what happens from here. Because, again, I do expect at some point for some type of lawsuit, whether most likely civil.
Civil, probably with the amount of women at this point, maybe class action.
Yeah. To be launched at him.
Yeah.
And I think the minute it's launched at him, I think his career.
It's a wrap.
Yeah. It's done. So, sucks for him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if he did what he did, then I have no compassion,
no sympathy,
sympathy for him. I don't care if you were younger. I don't care. You were still over. You were 20-some years old.
Yeah, you knew better.
Yeah. I mean, and it just sucks because we all have jobs, right? And no one should be made to feel uncomfortable or unsafe at their place of
Yeah.
work, right? This is where you come to make money.
Yep.
And remember, massage, that's one of those things where you go to school for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
do,
You just don't wait. It's not like
You
music.
gotta get licensed from the state to operate.
So to go through all that and to learn how to do all these things and to have and not only that, but it's a service skill to make people feel better.
Yeah.
To make people feel good. So like to have that kind of manipulated, twisted, and kind of like distorted a little bit, that sucks because that can take away your joy and love. You know, one lady said in an article that because of that, you know, she only started working on people fully clothed. You know what I'm saying? Some of them still to this day. One lady said when she saw just the stuff pop out, she started having panic attacks and all that kind of stuff because that messes you up.
Yeah, it's harassment.
Yes,
it's harassment.
Most
like
likely,
that's no one should ever feel that type of fear at their job, no matter what it is.
Right.
And like I said, for a masseuse, which already people don't really respect that a lot in just public society, to have a person of means kind of denigrate you like that, I don't agree with that if he really did do that.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Yeah. But moving on from that though.
Yep.
Going to the NBA.
Yeah.
So just looking at everything that's taken place in the NBA, this has been a weird season.
It has. Started off with numbers about viewership.
Mm-hmm.
Matt McClung has once again won a dunk contest.
Three-peat.
Hey,
at least somebody did it.
Yeah.
Right. No, shout out to Matt McClung. I've been following him since he was in high school, so I'm glad. I feel like he's only in the NBA
because he can dunk.
Yeah,
100%.
Not even in the NBA, just like he's in the G League, but like, hey, keep him in around for dunk contest time.
Yeah, make sure that he's around. So when it comes around, we got something we can show people.
Right. But yeah, like you said, start off with the whole thing with the viewership. You know, it started off with
people really didn't like the inter season tournament. People really weren't feeling as much.
And then you had a lot of teams kind of like fall below expectations. The Bucks started off slow.
Yeah. Minnesota,
the trade right before the season.
Yeah.
And then Philadelphia's gone to hell in the handbasket, quick, fast, in a hurry. The trade deadline, my guy Luka Doncic went to the Lakers.
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox goes to the Spurs. Jimmy Butler goes to the Warriors.
State,
So there's a lot of moving parts that are taking place. A lot of unexpected things have happened. A lot of teams like the Houston Rockets. I kind of shout out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Out of nowhere or whatever.
Shout out Ime Udoka.
All right, shout out Ime Udoka. We knew he's a good coach. He just just don't cheat, bro. Or if you do cheat,
just don't do it with the executives.
Don't do
it with the company.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Anybody else?
All right, everybody else is for a game.
Just don't do it in the company.
Right. You bang somebody at the Knicks. You know
exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
They got nothing to do with you, right? So let's start with Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Because this started at the end of last year, really.
Right. So Jimmy Butler. Let's go all the way back.
Yeah.
So Jimmy Butler is on the basketball court.
Yep.
In May of 2019.
Yep.
Watches the ball bounce. Goes in. Kawhi Leonard shot goes in.
Yep.
And he's done with the Sixers.
Yeah.
Right. That whatever that could have been.
Yeah. It
done.
was a wrap. Yeah.
And then he shockingly joins the Miami Heat. And I say shockingly because the Miami Heat had pretty much been in just this weird pattern of just purgatory post the big three.
Yeah.
They had some teams that made the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
With Hassan Whiteside and Tyler Johnson and Josh Richardson, you know what I mean? And they kept bringing in old heads, right? I remember they brought in, not old heads, but like they brought in Joe Johnson,
right?
Luol Deng, Amari Stoudemire.
Yeah.
They let go D-Wade, then brought him back.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Just a lot of
just the tires was just spinning.
Only bright spot during that time frame was probably Goran Dragic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they get Jimmy Butler, which kind of shocked everybody. Like, oh, okay. And then in his first year there, they get to the finals.
Yep.
Right now, obviously, it was during the bubble season, but they get to the finals nonetheless.
Yep.
Upsetting the Celtics.
Yep.
In the Eastern Conference Finals, everybody remembers in Game 1 when Jason Tatum tries to go for I think it was a game time dunk.
Yeah.
And Bam Adebayo blocks it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And obviously, Jimmy Butler has that crazy.
Is that 40-point game?
In the finals, where he's hovered over, tired, exhausted, or whatever. And it brings back the whole Heat culture thing and all that, and it's all fun. And the next year they struggle, just like the Lakers did because they get that short off season.
Yeah.
But the year after that, they bring in Kyle Lowry.
Yeah.
He did nothing, but I just brought it up.
Yeah.
But they get to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
And remember, in the Eastern Conference Finals, again, against the Celtics,
Yep.
Jimmy Butler goes for the game-winning 3.
Yep.
Misses it. Celtics get it. And then they go on to the finals to play the Warriors. And then after that, the year after that, they get back to the finals.
Yep.
Now they actually end up meeting Joker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The Joker, yeah.
And he had nothing but aces up his sleeve. Got them up out of there quick, fast, and in a hurry. And then last year, right, they get to the playoffs. He's hurt, unable to play. They get mopped up in the first round, they believe, by the Knicks.
Yeah.
It was the Knicks.
Yeah.
Because we got this wrong before.
We did.
It was the Knicks. No,
it was
the
Boston.
Celtics.
It was Boston.
It was Boston.
It was Boston.
It was Celtics.
4-1.
Yes,
4-1 Boston.
Yes. God
Yep.
damn. Why are we?
I don't know. I was like, wait a minute. Was it Boston? No.
Yeah, no, yeah. It was. Yeah.
It was Boston.
Yeah.
Yep. And because that was when Jimmy says, "Well, if I was on the court,
Yeah.
it would have been a different story." And Pat Riley tells him to shut the hell up.
Pretty much, yeah. If you don't play, shut the hell up. And Jimmy Butler, who in the midst of all this was seeking a contract extension,
Yep.
And didn't get it, and felt like he deserved it.
Yeah.
Right, because of everything he had done for the Heat, dragging two teams that had no
business, absolutely no business,
getting to the final. Probably the best drag job since either Iverson's 01 job with the Sixers,
or the LeBron 2018 Cavs,
LeBron 2018 Cavs, or LeBron 07 Cavs. You know what I'm saying? Or Jason Kidd's Nets.
Oh yeah.
Whereas like these teams have no business being here,
yeah.
but because of this guy, here they are.
Yep.
Who?
And
the first time, no.
No.
The second time, yeah.
Yes.
Because they were a playing team.
Yep.
When they made that finals run against the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah.
So here we are now, right? And then I shared an article with you
Yep.
guys, kind of documenting a lot of the stuff that was happening behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You know
how the relationship kind of built between Pat Riley and Jimmy Butler, and just the article made it seem like it was inevitable, and I do think they were right.
Yeah.
Like, at some point, these two personalities, alpha-type dudes, aren't going to give. And something had to. Apparently, the organization was on Pat Riley's side, which...
It's Pat Riley.
It's Pat Riley,
right.
yeah. He's helped us get several championships now.
LeBron James.
LeBron James, too. Yeah. Shaq.
Right. Dwayne Wade. just a few Hall of Fame guys. That's it. Nothing else, you know.
But I think what I found the most interesting in that article was Pat Riley's kind of like appeal to humanity.
Yeah.
That was weird to me.
I've never seen that from him.
No. And it was so strange where like he's like shedding tears and it's like, bro, I just wanted a contract extension.
Yeah.
You didn't have to tell me to shut the hell up.
Right.
Now you want to be personable?
Which is what he said. Jimmy Butler said he found it. The article said he found it unhinged.
Yeah.
And kind of like disingenuous is kind of what I got from it.
Yeah.
Like now you wanna give me the waterworks, man. I'm out by
Exactly. Yeah.
Here's a list of teams, and I'm out of here. Other details was involving kind of, I don't want to say the pettiness, but the kind of Nick for Nack stuff.
Yeah.
Like the plane incident, right? Where now Jimmy Butler pretty much his entire time with the Heat
has never been on the team fight almost,
or was allowed to have different accommodations, whether it be where he stayed at, whether it be using the team bus, whether using the team plane.
Yeah.
He's been allowed to kind of be different. Sort of like James Harden when he was in Houston, right? Allowed to kind of be different, which, whether you like it or not, star players get that type of treatment.
Yep.
Well, all of a sudden we fighting. No.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Nixed all of it.
Yeah. Things like him being told pretty much at practice that he's not going to be able.
Yeah,
he's not going to start.
Yeah.
You're not going to go with Hayward Highsmith, right? Which I gonna lie, that would piss me off.
Yeah.
Because now I feel like you're trying to show me up and embarrass me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm with Jimmy on that one.
Yep.
Like, but I do. Okay, this is gonna make shock you.
Okay.
I did leave the article with a surprising take that even I wasn't expecting to take.
Okay.
Despite all that, I was on the Heat side.
No, I agree. I kind of do agree.
Because I was reading the article and I was like, okay. Like, there were parts where, like, I understood Jimmy.
Yeah.
I understood it. The other parts, I was like, all right, bro. You know what time it is.
Yeah.
Right? They've let you know kind of what's up.
Yeah.
So you can bitch complain till the cows come home. They've told you.
Well, because I think the best example was like, we will honor your request for request for a trade. Just don't talk about it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Right.
And you couldn't do that.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, And then just a lot of the stuff I just felt like was just childish on Jimmy Butler's behalf. And it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, you know what's up, bro.
Yeah.
So stop with all the shenanigans.
Yeah.
And I felt for his teammates as well. Because it's like, you're making it more annoying and weird on them.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, just play, get through the season.
Yeah.
Because this is my rule, right? You have an entire offseason to figure something out.
True.
Right? Let's use the NFL, for example. You don't think Jamar Chase was upset that he didn't get the contract from the Cincinnati Bengals?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You don't think he was annoyed? You don't think that pissed him off?
Yeah.
You know how he responded?
Played
Triple Crown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Played amazingly.
Bet. You know what? Cool. You know what? Cool.
I'm gonna make you give me this
cool.
contract.
Don't worry about it. I think he missed one. I think he missed the first game. You know what? I think he came back, but like he didn't play in the first game.
He did not play in the first game,
but he played everything.
Yeah, everything after that. He only missed the first game just because he wasn't ready. Ready to go.
And ball, right? And now here we are in the off season. Now let's do this again.
Let's do business.
Right.
Yeah.
Same thing with Jimmy Butler. Like the offseason was the time to get that contract done.
Yep.
They kind of let you know, you kind of felt the energy that I'm not going to get this contract extension. So now use this season as an audition to the rest of the league. Hey man, I'm still him.
Yep.
Hey
I'm
dog,
still Himothy. It's Himothy Butler still.
You know what I'm saying? So let me I may know deep down, you know, after this, the fumes are running high.
Oh, yeah.
But y'all ain't gonna know that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get this last contract. God damn it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So show up, ball. Your boy Tyler Hero just made the All-Star game. So it's not like other dudes in your team didn't take a jump. You know what I'm saying? Now Bam has taken
a step back. But clearly, like, the roster's not terrible.
Yeah.
So you could still go out there, have a good season, make it to the playoffs, ball out, and then say peace to Miami.
Yeah. And just leave, because what I don't like it for Jimmy is so if you go back to his days in Chicago, he never really established himself in Chicago, right? He was still on the heels of the Derrick Rose, you know what I'm saying?
A little bit, yeah.
And y'all never really went to the heights, because of Derrick Rose's injury setbacks. So he never really established a foothold there. Yeah. He had a cup of coffee and burned his way out of Minnesota, and
stayed even less time in
half a season in Philly, right? So Miami was your home.
Yeah.
That's where you became known for. If you was to ever even get in the Hall of Fame, it would be as a Miami Heat player. You know what I'm saying? It's not too many of those in the Hall of Fame. You got Alonzo Mourning.
Yeah.
You got Tim Hardaway. Those may be the only two guys who have gone into the Hall of Fame as Heat players. It's Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade. No, he's already in.
He's in. Okay.
Right. So
okay.
Dwayne says three guys.
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade, Tim Hardaway, and Alonzo Mourning. Shaq ain't going in as a Heat player. No. You know what I'm saying? Or he didn't, I believe.
No, he didn't. He went in as a Laker, I believe.
So that could have been you. Yeah. That could have been your spot. This is where you made your name, dog.
Yep.
And to just burn it all to the ground because of money, I think that sucks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think, again, just the way he went about it, I think was just childish and immature. I would say it's beneath him, but apparently it's not.
It's not. He's done it already. We've already got a track record.
Yeah.
With two places, unfortunately. I do wish, because I've always liked Jimmy Butler the player. It's just that he does get in his own way sometimes, and that's unfortunate.
Right. Speaking of a player who's getting in his own way, and by his own way we mean cameras, mics.
Yeah, mic, camera, action, doing what we do.
Paul George is having the season from hell.
Mm-hmm. The Sixers are having the season.
Yeah, they're like talk about the process being completely done.
Yeah,
we talked about it. We've talked about that numerous times, that being over. But so Paul George last season makes an All-Star team with the Clippers, right? They don't really get far because Kawhi Leonard gets hurt.
Yep.
Right on cue.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo. Him and Chris Paul.
Yep.
Right
on time.
Yeah.
And now.
Yeah, right. So off-season comes, and he's looking for a contract extension from the Clippers. Yeah. Something kind of on the same lines as Kawhi Leonard
with
got.
one exception.
Right.
According to him, a no-trade clause.
Yeah. And they said they're not, because he wanted to prove to me that I'm here finally, whatever, forever. It's like, no, bro.
No. You're not kidding. The last player that will ever get a no-trade clause is Bradley Beal.
Yeah. Like, only the big dogs, right? Like, dudes who we don't even want to trade you, you know what I'm saying? They get a no-trade clause. You know what I'm saying? But Paul George, you ain't getting that, dog.
No.
Especially once you went on air and said, "Hey, I'm only a number 2." The number 2 dude don't get.
You don't get a no trade clause.
Nah. That's what you. Hey, you a supporting cast. Well, you said that.
Yeah.
Just bad season, and he's owed a lot of money over his next couple of years.
Yep.
What's your take on what's happened the fall from Paul George, from where he was with the Pacers to what he is now?
I want to know when did it like click? When did like the switch flip to just being kind of nonchalant about basketball?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to know. Because he tried for years to be like a number 1 guy, to really go out there. It seemed like he wanted to, put his all into winning championships. Like, I don't know when that switch. I don't know if it was when he got to the Clippers or like a couple years with the Clippers, but like something in the last 5 years has changed with him.
Okay, so I got a hot take about that.
Okay.
You know what? And again, I'm not trying to cast a wide shadow and say this is everybody from this state.
Yeah.
But a lot of California guys tend to be.
I get that. Yeah, I get that.
Baron Davis.
Yeah.
Gilbert Arenas. Brandon Jennings. Like Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
Like they tend to be kind of
in the water.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, James Harden.
Yeah.
The only guys I think are accepted to the rule is Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, Russ. Yeah.
Matt Barnes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the rest of a lot of California guys tend to just be, it's all
kind of cool.
man.
Yeah.
Even Bill Walton was fucking chill. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
yeah.
Is he from California?
I don't know.
But I feel like he is.
Yeah.
If there was ever name somebody who looks like the embodiment of California.
Yeah, Bill Walton.
It'd be Bill Walton.
Yeah, Bill Walton back when he was.
You know what? Is he from California? I'm curious. I feel like he is. But they all tend to be very laid back, chill. OJ Mail's another one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They tend to be very and I just think that that's who he's always been. He has a smooth game. Yeah, he's from La Mesa, California.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He has a very smooth game. So Drew Holiday, another chill, laid back guy. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that's just kind of how they are out there. I think with Paul George, I think the change for him to me came first. So the first big change was the injury.
Right. Yeah.
Right? That was the first one because now I'm not, in my mind. I feel like I'm not that player anymore.
Yeah, I can never be that guy again. Yeah.
And there's a difference between you physically not being able to be that player again and you thinking that.
Right.
So this is what I believe. I don't know Paul George's body. Only he can attest to this. I believe that he mentally was like, I'm never going to be that Paul George again. Right? Now, mind you, Paul George, after that season, will go to the Oklahoma City Thunder and have the best season of his career.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that to me wasn't simply that wasn't true.
Yeah.
But I think mentally after the injury, that was the first change.
Right.
The second change to me was when the Pacers blew up that team because once he got hurt, they pretty much blew up that team. And he mentioned in one of his podcasts that there was a big player, I think it was Anthony Davis, but I can't really confirm that, who was like looking to come to Indiana. You know what I'm saying? And the Pacers were kind of like, nah, we don't want to do that. So I think that was the second time big thing in his career where it's like, damn, so not everybody is, as Jerry Jones would say, all in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like not everybody, y'all do all this.
You'll do a lot of talking.
A lot of wolf and all this tough talk. And when I find a guy who wants to come here, y'all say y'all cool. So maybe that's just kind of how it is in the NBA.
Yeah.
Maybe, it's okay to just be cool.
To coast.
To coast, exactly, So then he goes to Oklahoma City, and I think that was the last time he had fire to me.
That's what I was thinking too. In Oklahoma City, that's the last time because that's when he was chirping at Dame with the shot and everything. It's like he cared.
But he playing with Russ.
Yeah.
And I think he playing with Russ, I think gave him a shield though.
True.
Right? Because if we play bad, they ain't gonna blame Paul George.
Yeah,
they like Paul George.
Yeah.
I have a smooth game. I'm cool.
Yeah.
I'm nice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Russ is the one everyone's angry
with.
with.
So like I don't, and I think that's for him when he said number 2. I think that's where
that's where it started.
Yeah. Like the number 1 guy takes all the bullets.
Yeah.
The number 2 guy, the backup quarterback with the clipboard.
Yeah, what you coming to me for?
Yeah, he cool.
I didn't play.
Everybody loves the backup QB.
True.
You know what I'm
True.
saying?
Yeah.
So I think he got comfortable in that role. He typecasted himself. You know what I'm saying? Which is rare you see that in the NBA.
Yeah.
Most guys want bigger role.
Most guys who come from number ones get relegated number two are like, nah, I'm still number one.
Right. But he boxed himself in purposely because I think he got comfortable with saying, you know what, man, I don't want that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm cool. I'm good. Right. I want the money.
Right.
That comes with it, but I don't want.
Yeah, but I want to be the Dwayne Wade to LeBron James of a duo.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I want to be Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to be Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
You can have all of that, So that was the next big change, right? And then he goes home, plays with Kawhi Leonard, gets, and again, you got to remember, Kawhi Leonard's always hurt.
Yep.
So he's getting all the blowback.
True.
Look, man, I got us to the Western Conference Finals, dog. I'm good. You can't blame me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all know I broke my leg once. I got an injury history. And y'all know mine's legit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can't be mad at Paul George. I'm the two.
Yeah.
He the one. He get all the fire. Don't look at me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just think that every year he got more and more comfortable with just being
kind of deflecting.
Just being cool.
Yeah.
And then once he got that podcast,
yeah, it got even cooler.
And found a second life, and now he knows that there is life after basketball for him. Oh, I'm really chilling now.
Yeah.
I'm really chilling now.
Yeah, he got real cool now. Yeah.
I got motion, as they say, outside of the court.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not just relying on living, breathing, dying off what I do on the basketball floor.
Yeah.
And so now he gets to Philly, a place I don't think he wanted to be.
No.
A place I think he was only there because of the money.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Remember, he's never really played with a defensive scoring big.
No.
Remember, Indiana, Roy Hibbert was a defensive center.
Yeah.
Same with Steven Adams in Oklahoma City. And Zubac was score, but he wasn't. He could score, but their offense didn't run to him, so they never really ran it like that.
Yeah.
But he can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But not Joel Embiid's an MVP.
Yeah.
So trying to figure out how to navigate that, and I just think that he's in a state of his career where I don't want to say he doesn't care because I would never put that on anybody.
No.
I think he cares, but I just think that I'll say this. I don't think the level of intensity that I think he came out of Fresno State with a point to prove going into the Indiana Pacers.
That guy's
gone.
Yeah.
The guy that finished third.
Yeah, and the MVP.
Yeah. And I think he finished third in MVP. I think he was like third or fourth in Defensive Player of the Year. That's in that season with the Thunder. That guy's gone.
Yeah.
Right? The guy that Kawhi Leonard goes down and still with gets the Clippers to the West Conference Finals. That guy's gone. Yeah. Right? So we're left with
a guy who's ready to retire or not ready to quit basketball.
He likes the checks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to just leave basketball just yet.
Yeah,
I still got
some checks to cash.
I got some checks to cash, but if it weren't for the money, he'd probably be gone.
Yeah, I just don't see that desire from him anymore.
Yeah,
because I used to love Paul George.
No, he was one of my favorite players growing up. Watching him in Indiana, it was like, oh wow, this is different. Like we had him. KD. It was a great young crop of guys. He was at the top of that group. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when he went to OKC, we was all like, "Oh yeah, damn! Like you've almost replaced." KD. Well, yeah, you weren't.
I was not happy.
Yeah, you wouldn't be happy, but us regular.
It was a waste of. No disrespect, but I never will believe in a Russell Westbrook as your first or second best player to do anything type of team.
Fair enough.
So he went there. I was like, damn. Because I think that would have been 2017, 18.
Yeah.
I believe that was that.
Yeah.
Or was no.
No, it was.
He was there. He was there for longer than one season. So I think he got there because remember it was the big three.
Yep.
Him, Russell, and Melo.
That's right.
And Melo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think 17
yeah, it had to
off
be 17
season.
Because after that, Melo goes to Houston.
Yeah, for a real quick cup of
coffee.
Yeah. So yeah, but I just didn't think. I think other teams could have used
probably
his services a lot better. around that time frame, especially the Cavs.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
LeBron, you know, I think hell the Celtics. I would have gave Jaylen Brown away for Paul George.
Yeah,
at
the time, yeah.
You know, so, but back to what we're talking about. I just think that Paul George is again, he's in that. I'm cool. I like where I'm at. The fire's gone. It's out, and you know, I'm just here so I won't get fined. You know what I mean?
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's unfortunate.
You know,
because I unfortunately I think I know where this ends for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, Paul George I don't think stays the term of this contract.
Where that contract is untradeable. It's the worst contract in the NBA.
It's untradeable. But if Joel Embiid has to get another surgery,
which I think he will, I would shut him down if I'm the Sixers.
Yeah.
I'm looking up his. Keep talking. I'm looking up Paul George's contract.
He's got to get another surgery. Paul George just can't be. He can't go back to being a number one on a competitive roster.
He doesn't
right
want
now.
to.
He doesn't want to. I don't see this final iteration of the Joel Embiid 76ers seeing out the end of that contract. I just don't.
So remember, he signed a 4-year, $211 million, pretty much $211.5 million contract.
Kicks in this year.
For the Philly 76ers. 2024 to 27. Because he was free. He was a free agent.
Yeah.
All of it guaranteed, fully guaranteed, with an average annual salary of $52.8 million. 2024, 2025, George will earn a base salary of $49.2 million, while carrying a cap hit of $49.2 million and a dead cap hit of $49.2 million. So the cap hit, so this season, $49.2. Next season, $51.6. Season after that, $54.1. And the last season, which is a player option, which he's picking up, $56.5. And that will be his age 37 season.
Yeah, I don't think it goes to that long.
So what do you think happens?
I think eventually they cut bait with Joel Embiid, they cut bait with Daryl Morey, and they cut bait with Paul George.
So they're just going to take the cap hit?
I think they're just going to take the cap hit. And unfortunately for Philly fans, welcome back to the process. Get ready, y'all. It's coming.
Yeah, it just sucks.
It sucks.
And again, it speaks to the NBA has to get back to letting these players who physically can't last. Yep. What a homeboy. This means there's a little bit nerdy in me, but in the X-Men comics they have the villain Apocalypse. Yeah. And one of his phrases is only the strong survive. Yeah. Right. That's what he wants. Yeah. That's what it should be in the NBA.
100%.
Only the strong survive.
Yeah. Sorry, Paul George. You're not that guy anymore.
Right. So the Paul Georges of the world, the Joel Embiids of the world, the Kawhi Leonards of the world. Yep. If you physically can't hack it, this ain't the sport for you. Yep. Maybe your best days are behind you. It sucks. I wish it could be different.
If you want to stay, this is the contract.
Yeah. But I just wish or just phase them out. True. Like you just physically, you can't play an 82-game schedule. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we're not going to low manage you for you to last. Because think about it. All the players who got low managed, it led to what? Only one guy got low managed and it worked, and that was when Kawhi Leonard with the Raptors. Yeah. Every other guy who's been low managed hasn't led to anything. No. Not one thing. No. So it doesn't even work. You know what I mean? So NBA has to get back to, you know what?
We're good on you.
Yeah. You're talented, but the best ability
is availability. If I can only get 30 games out of you, what's the point?
What's the point? You know, and I think that's what the Heat was doing with Jimmy Butler. Yeah. Like, dog, you've missed 40-some games the last 2 seasons. You want us to pay you what? For you to miss another? Nah.
Nah, we good.
Nah. Yeah. You know. So, but anyway, man, that's all the time we have for you guys today, man. You can follow me on Facebook at Bryce Olden. You can follow me on Instagram at Bryce David Olden. Bryce going total.
From on Twitter, Bruce Leroy.
And remember, if you didn't hear from the horse's mouth, stop listening to Ask Who Told You. We out. Peace.